Hey Stalwart Fam!
Hey!
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
My name is Faith.
My name is Michael.
And we are the
Stalwart
Stalwart
Lovers.
So if you're new here, we are glad you stumbled upon us. Please make sure you familiarize yourself with us, watch more videos, and click on that subscribe button, please. And click on that notification bell as well. For our returning subscribers, returning viewers, you are welcome back. Thank you for always coming back. Yeah, so babe, what are we doing today?
Yes, so today we're talking about 5 kinds of people that you should not marry. Yes, and this is a sequel to the video where we talked about 5 reasons why you should break up that relationship.
Yeah.
You should probably check it out if you've not seen it.
It's very important.
Very important gems in that video. So today it's a continuation, 5 kinds of people that you should not marry. Because see, they say that it's better to not marry some people than to marry and then be facing
challenge
for the rest of your life. All right, let's start. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Ready? All right, so the first kind of person that I think you should not marry is someone who has a completely different idea about marriage
than
compared to you. Completely different. There's no similarity in your idea of marriage. The fact that this person is handsome or beautiful and looks like the perfect woman,
perfect guy,
doesn't mean what's their opinion about marriage. What's their idea when it comes to marriage? Do they, for example, believe in divorce as the absolute option?
We can totally divorce.
Like we can totally divorce. Like, I mean, if you want to go your separate ways, that's fine. Is that their ideology? Is that their belief that marriage is a contract, and by the time both of us don't really feel it anymore, we can go our separate ways? Even if we have kids, we'll co-parent and all those things like that. Are you seeing the traces of that in that person? Very important. So you need to know what their mindset about marriage is. Very crucial.
Yeah.
Because both of you need to agree on marriage. Marriage is for till death do you part, right? It's until you guys die. At least everybody hopes that they will get married forever. Some people come into marriage believing that, oh, we could leave anytime, and that's an example that you should watch out for.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to divorce, we're not saying that there are no exceptions, that maybe divorce could happen and stuff like that, but that's why Jesus said it, that even though it's in law, you can grant a bill of divorcement and things like that. In the beginning, it was not so. It is still not God's delight to see marriages break. Yeah. That's why God hates divorce. Not that He hates divorcee, but He hates divorce because of that. Because it's so hard to tear marriages apart and everything like that. And that's why if you see someone that their fundamental idea of marriage is it can be broken, come on. That's not how it's meant to be.
Like, for example, I've seen comments on some reels on Instagram, and ladies saying, oh, if my husband did that to me, I divorce him straight. You need someone that has that fighting mentality, that we will work this out. Because see, you will not always be having everyday rosy, right? You need that fighting spirit, that marriage might not be super easy, but we'll work out how to understand each other and make this journey easy for us. Because two people can actually work together in agreement. That's one ideology. What's their ideology about finance? Do they believe that, oh, everybody should go separate ways with their money? They don't believe in putting money together. We're going to do a different video on finance, but what's their ideology? Does it align with yours? Are you both okay with how you guys decide to run your home? Even about their roles. What's the idea about gender roles in the family? Does the man believe that, oh, he's the man and he's the head? Rightly so, but does it see that as a position of authority to exert control or subjugation over the wife? Does the woman understand that even though she's a woman and she has a voice, she should still be submitted to the husband, even as the husband is submitted to the wife? Because submission definitely is both ways, but it's more emphasized on the woman, because the tendency to not want to be under a man is default most times for the women. But does the man also understand that even if I have a submissive woman, I must not take advantage of that, but I must work as a team, even though there is a leader but not a boss? What's the idea? What's the idea about raising children? I heard something very strange yesterday. Someone said that her teacher in school has a daughter, and their pronoun is they, them. That when they grow up, they can choose whatever pronoun they want, but she just gives them, and they're talking about one child, just give them the pronoun. Like, does your spouse believe in all these
Things.
things? And that's why we talk about the fear of God and the love for God. And in the last video where we talked about 5 reasons why you should break up, we mentioned there's a love for God. So if you love God, then you want to marry someone that loves God, and a lot of these things will be curbed. All right. So very important. You want to add anything to that?
I mean, another example is in-laws, to be honest. Like, what do they see about in-laws? What's their idea about relationship with in-laws? Do they see them as my brother, my sister, or, oh, this one is just sister-in-law, this one is far away, it's me and you in this world? What do they think about in-laws? How do they treat your in-laws? Even right now, your siblings or parents,
absolutely.
which are going to become his or her siblings or parents-in-law.
Yeah.
So how do they treat them? What do they think about them? How do they see their relationship? Do they want to infuse and be close and everything, or do they want to be apart from them or away from them? You understand?
Yeah, I think that's very important. Some of these things, there might not be red flag. Conversations.
I mean, there are red flags, but conversations
can handle them. But if they are, bent on their own way, I don't think you should go ahead. With them.
All right. I think the next point we'll just go into right now is an unforgiving person. Guys.
Why did you have to adjust your face?
I have to adjust it. Guys, someone that is unforgiving, that is a very fundamental thing, foundational thing. Like someone that cannot see your wrong or see that you did something wrong and actually truly forgive you from their heart. They have to punish you. They have to keep malice with you. They have to hold that grudge against you. That is not someone that loves you. You need to be with someone that loves you enough and values you enough to not hold a grudge against you. Like, they must have had this futuristic forgiveness. There shouldn't be anything that you can do that would hurt them so much that they can't forgive.
Yeah.
You would see these signs by some of the things they do.
Yeah.
Some of the things they do is they would keep malice with you.
Yes.
Like, they want to punish you with silence. I will not talk to her for 1 week.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Or I will not talk to him for 1 month or
they
stuff
keep
like that.
raising matters that are dead.
Yes, they raise matters that are dead.
Spite you.
Yes, let's say you hurt them in the past, and maybe you really did mess up. Let's even say you messed up, and you've apologized, you've gone past that. But then you do something wrong, and then they start to refer back. Like, that is dangerous. Like, don't do it. Never do it.
That is definitely what will happen all through
your life. Like,
all your mistakes, they'll be bringing it to your face.
Bringing it to your face.
And smearing it on your face like cake.
like makeup.
Very, very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Like, you need to have someone that will not hurt you. And you need to also look at the intention. You see that they are trying to deliberately hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, your partner should not deliberately. That shows wickedness. Yes. It shows that their heart is unkind. Yeah. And we talked about some of these points in the previous one. It shows that internal wickedness. So please, my dears.
I feel like one of the reasons why we have our marriage this beautiful is because we are not wicked
towards each other.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not intentionally trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
What happened that day that I said something, I was cracking a joke, and then you took an offense, and I feel like, oh wow, I just offended my wife. I had to make it up. But it was easy for her to forgive because she realized and she knows that I will not. We'll talk about it some other time. Let's talk about it some other time.
Let me just quickly say something.
Okay,
quickly. Like, there was something he said. Once he came to the room, because I had to go straight into a meeting from when I was like, I didn't like what you said, blah, 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 blah. I went straight into a meeting. So he quickly took a little time. He just apologized quickly. I was like, oh, I'm sorry for this. And, I'm going to help you do this. So, like, the way I just smiled, I didn't even expect this smile.
I disarmed her. I disarmed. That's called disarming.
Anyway, guys.
All right, back to the topic.
Yeah, so the person that you're with must be forgiving. It cannot be a trend in your marriage.
Yes.
Hurting your spouse.
Yes.
Spiting them, using words, to spite them, or using their past mistakes to spite them, to hurt them. back or get them back from something they did.
Absolutely.
Even if it's something that, okay, fine, you can change and correct about yourself. Let's even say you are that spouse. Please, you have to correct it. And if you can't correct it, or more, you still have to, maybe you have to lose that relationship and really work on yourself, because
Yes.
it's something you have to.
And that's the thing.
Stop
See,
doing.
some of these things we are saying, if you see it in your life, work on it before
Work on
before
it,
your
oh.
spouse sees this video
And runs away.
breaks up with you.
Yes, so
Work on it.
on
You don't want to
yourself.
be the toxic partner.
You know, love is a choice, and God has actually forgiven us. You have no rights to hold anything against your partner,
Yeah.
because God has forgiven you much more. So make the choice to forgive today. Make that choice. Make that choice.
And the Bible
Past,
even says,
present, and future. Make the choice.
the Bible
to
even
forgive.
says that love keeps no record of wrong.
Yeah.
So you should not be keeping record of how much your partner has hurt you.
Yeah, don't keep the records.
You don't love well
Delete
if you're
them.
doing that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Another
Yeah.
kind of person that you should absolutely not marry.
Please.
Is a proud
Please,
person.
please.
Someone that is proud. Even God hates the proud.
Yes, God resists the pride. It's like,
He resists the proud. Like,
Stay at arm's
get away
length.
from me. Because when a man is proud, he's right in his ways. He's
Yeah.
always right. She's always right. They always feel like they are right. You know, and it's very dangerous to be proud, because you will not be teachable. You will not be able to take corrections. No one can correct you.
yes, and you always see that person below you.
Yes, that's a problem. When you have a proud partner, you feel so subjugated. Whether you are the guy or you are the girl, you are definitely going to feel, because they will always talk like you are not up to par. And most smart people have this tendency to be proud, because they are aware that they are smart. But it takes someone that has let God work on their heart to learn that, okay, yeah, I can figure things out faster than others. It doesn't make them below me. It just means that they need some time to learn it.
Yeah.
You know, and when you have a partner that is understanding, you know, it's so easy to walk through life. Because if you have a proud partner, you will never feel good enough. You will
Sure.
never feel good enough. It's
And that's
terrible.
a very bad place to be.
Yes.
Like, that's a very bad way to live your life.
Yes,
honestly.
and proud people don't have good friends. In case you don't know.
Yeah.
They might have people around you that tell you what you want to hear, you know, because proud people can't be corrected. You
Yeah.
can't tell a proud person, you know, do well for that thing.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah.
the friends around them will always be people that just probably take advantage of them, tell them what they want to hear and move on. You know, you don't have good friends. So you don't want a marriage where you don't have good community of friends,
Yeah.
accountability, you can't correct each other, you know, and a proud person, just like we mentioned about idea of marriage, would definitely not let you have a voice
Yeah.
in your house.
Yes, and you know, guess why God, resists the proud? Because what we have with God is a relationship. What we have with God is that's why it's a relationship with God. I have a relationship with God. So relationships don't work
With a proud
with
partner.
a proud partner, like
Even with God.
even with God, yeah, because we are supposed to be in a relationship with God. So being in a relationship with God will not work if you are proud. Being in a relationship with your spouse will not also work when you are proud. You need to both be entwined and be in tune with each other.
Yeah, I feel like I like the way you mentioned God and us, because think about
Yeah.
it. God is so good, so great, so powerful. Like, he has every reason to be proud. He's the only one that deserves to be proud, because he's proud in himself.
Yeah.
But when you see how God relates to you, you are humbled. Like, God, this me, you consider me.
Yeah.
That's how a smart person, for example, a smarter spouse, for example, should relate with their other spouse, of course, which is smart, but maybe not at the same level of IQ. Maybe you don't pick things as fast. They should make you feel like you are so good, you are so worthy, you are so valuable,
Yeah.
you know, and not make you feel always feeling like,
Yeah, the one that doesn't pick it fast. The one that
they will just
doesn't
be,
think
and they will be
quickly.
laughing at you. I've seen things though. They will laugh at you like, ordinary this thing you don't know. It'll make you feel dumb.
Run away, my brother, my sister.
Run, no.
And that's if they don't want to change, but just first be put one leg outside, then use the other leg to be trying to correct them. If they don't get correct, remove the 2 legs.
Anyway, let me just say another one. Another kind of person that you should not marry is a daddy's girl or a mommy's boy. Someone who has not been weaned from their parents. Someone
Clicks and clicks.
who relies on their parents strongly for direction, for livelihood, for decision
Decisions.
making. Like they can't even make a decision by themselves. Like because see, when in marriage, you need to learn to be decisive. So someone who absolutely considers their mom, for example, as the best person in the in
In the
ever
whole
lived,
wide world.
the goatest of all the goats. And then you are wondering, okay, so where are you going to place me? If you
Yeah.
ever feel like someone places their mom over you or their dad over you, always comparing you to their mom or parents, always relating everything to, oh, mommy this, mommy that, daddy this, daddy that. Ah, you'll just know that you are marrying three people. Or because you have third party already.
Yeah, you already have a third
And that's going to be
party.
a problem. You need someone
Yeah.
that prioritizes you
Yeah.
above their parents.
Yes.
As hard as it sounds, that's how it should be. Can I consider my mom before I consider myself?
Yeah.
Just think about it.
I
Can
mean,
I really? Can I be completely hungry, about to die, and the only thing that I'm thinking of is my mom? No, there's just we naturally care for ourselves. And it's not selfishness to make sure that at least you have a minimum level of goodness before you are
yeah.
stretching out help. Just like someone that wants to save someone from drowning, you must be able to swim or you will both die.
Yeah.
So if you consider your partner as part of you,
Yeah.
as your flesh, then they are at that level. They are number one. There's no number two. Everybody starts from number 10. Like, give that gap. Let the gap be so strong. Because, see, if you don't learn to do that way, your parents will interfere in your marriage.
Yeah.
For example, like, there's a limit to how your parents should scold your partner.
Yeah.
But some people, they will even be telling their mom, hey, ni bawi ni.
Yeah. I mean, they
Like
can't
this,
even take a stance
wouldn't you
against their
correct
parents.
her? Wouldn't your parents should not be able to scold your spouse to some degree. You won't, if you are depending on them for your livelihood, you will
Yeah.
not be able to take a stand against them that, Dad, Mom, on this matter, no.
No.
You can only come this far.
Yeah.
It takes that you have been weaned.
Yeah.
You have been weaned from the breast. You have been weaned from, to be able to make such decisions.
Yeah, I mean, and there are some levels of correction, that you have to be able to take a stance against your parents. In some areas, like in favor of your spouse.
Yes.
Guys, it's a thing.
It's
Please.
very important.
Even if it looks like your parents are right, especially if they are judging this person wrongly or things like that, you have to be able to stand against that and speak up. You can't be too afraid of your parents to not be able to speak up for your relationship, for your spouse. Remember, your spouse is you.
Yeah.
You understand? You need to be able to stand and be on your decision.
Yeah. And how do you trace things like this? Maybe you are at a family function and a family member cracks a joke at your spouse when you are still dating.
Yeah.
Cracks a joke at your spouse cracks a joke at you, and then your spouse laughs and joins them to make fun of you.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Those are the
small
things.
signs, because if he or she considers you as part of them, they will feel as embarrassed as you feel.
Yeah.
And probably even tell that person, please don't try that again.
Yeah.
They have to be able to shield you. Like my wife now, I may be a shield.
Oshé.
I say it with both chest.
Oshé.
Yes, I'm the shield.
Adieu.
Yes, nobody can just talk to my wife anyhow. If you try it, that's the last time you probably ever hear my wife's voice.
You do anyhow, you see anyhow.
Last time.
Sorry.
Yes, anyway, so that's very important. If you
Okay.
do anyhow, you see anyhow. Yes, that's my motto. That's not good yet.
Okay, so we are going to the last person, the last
But
kind of person.
definitely not
now.
the least.
Definitely not the list.
In fact,
In fact, I feel like this one is one of the most fundamental things that you need to look out for. Because there are a lot of these things that we even mentioned, that if this person has this thing, at least if they have it, and it's very clear that they have it, they will change.
Yeah.
They would change to a good extent.
Yes.
And this thing, what am I talking about? Is a teachable person, an unteachable person, yeah.
Yes, the kind of
because
person
we're talking
you should
about
not
person
marry.
we should not marry. So, an unteachable person. So, something about teachability is that you are so humble at heart, and there is nothing your partner cannot show you or teach you.
Yeah.
You might not be perfect, guys. And see, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I was really on this table.
Yeah.
Because of how teachable I was. in our relationship days, I was young. I mean, I was 19
You
when
started
we
when you
started.
were literally 19.
I was almost 19 when we started.
Yeah, almost safe.
I was not even 19 yet. I was 18.
Like 2 months
Like
ish
2 months
to
ish
19.
to 19. And I was young, guys. I was young and I still had a lot to learn. But because I was so open to learning, he was able to teach me some things.
Yeah.
I was able to grow quickly and learn. If you are too high in yourself and too proud, and that's why this is also related to pride,
Yeah.
you would not be teachable. Your partner should be able to tell you that, okay, this thing that you are doing, you need to upgrade on this. You need to improve. See, there's nobody that is not above change.
Honestly.
There's nobody above learning. You understand? When you meet someone that says, "This is who I am," please leave me alone. This I've always done. This I've
Run,
always
no.
run, no. See,
Run, no.
hey God.
This is who am I.
This
Take
is
me as I am.
Take me as I am. See, guys, try and avoid this statement. This is who I am. Take me as I am. You can change.
You can.
You can be flexible. You can change. Please, and your partner can teach you.
Yeah.
Your spouse can teach you.
Yeah.
Sometimes your spouses might be naturally smarter than you. They might have had more experience in life. Just they've been more exposed.
They've been to where you are, so they know more about that place than
or
you.
to even other places you haven't been.
Yeah.
And it might not even be about age. It might have been exposure.
Exposure, yes.
Maybe the other one person was maybe abroad and you were like from the village.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's a fast stretch, but you know, just get my point.
But it's
so
very
there
true.
might be this exposure difference, there might be age difference, there might be experience difference
yeah.
that they can actually teach you. That person might see other things that could be in your life that they see in other people that they can actually tell you that, okay, you can do this thing like this.
Yeah.
Not like you be comparing or stuff like that,
No,
but
there's a
they
difference.
can teach you.
Yeah.
They should be able to teach you.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, I thank God you are the one that talked about this. Like, you are a product of a teachable woman. And I think I spent one time talking about how proud of you I am.
I'm always about to blow my trumpet now.
I was trying not to blow it too
Guys.
much. I was trying to, you know, I'm proud of you now. You know, I'm proud of you, you know. But to be honest, like, you're a product of a teachable woman. Like, my wife, as you see her, is far from whenever she was talking, I was just remembering how much headache she gave me. How many hours of teaching and correction. There's something I used to call
teaching moments.
Yes. So once you say something that looks like a completely terrible mindset, I switch to teaching moments. It's as if I'm preaching. We just go and go and go, and I break it down because I teach. You know, it can be boring, but someone that is teachable will see that, okay, this person is looking for a better me.
Yeah.
And she was better for it. Initially, it will feel like, oh, I don't know everything. I'm always wrong. I think we had that challenge. And I told her, see, there are two ways you can see these things. When I correct you, you can see it as, oh, I'm always wrong. I don't know anything. Or, okay, this person actually knows more than me in this area. Let me just be humble and take it. When she switched her mindset, I saw changes.
Yeah.
I
And that's the
actually
thing.
did see changes.
Even if that person in that moment is not changing, or it looks like they are not changing, but you can see that seed of they listen to you. They try to change their approach. The next time that happens, even though they might make a mistake again, but they try to change their approach. They are changing. They are trying.
Yes, that's okay.
They are not just dismissing you like, this is who I
Yeah.
am, I can't change.
Yeah.
They are trying. They are trying to receive from you. That's a good trait. And
It's a good trait.
at least, even if they are not there yet, they are teachable.
Because it takes time to change people.
It takes time to change
It
people.
took time.
Influence and time and patience.
Some things it didn't take too much. Some other things it took
A
a couple
while.
of years safe for her to even realize that, okay, well, I think I see your point now.
But you see, because I was teachable, because that person, maybe your partner, is teachable, they're able to go from one point to the other progressively,
Yes.
little by little.
And teachability is both ways, guys.
Yeah, it's both
You should
ways.
not be such a teachable person, but your partner can be taught.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It's very
My wife
important.
teaches me. My wife corrects me a lot. Sometimes she does it with too much womanitism. Yes, womanitism. I used to tell her that, must you be a woman? Must you do I told you so? But she corrects me a lot and I listen. She knows if I don't listen, she will be struggling in this marriage, right?
Yeah.
So it's both ways. So don't just be a teachable person. Make sure the person you are trying to marry is teachable as well.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
this was a good one.
Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed, few minutes, please make sure you drop a like, drop
Like
a comment.
the video, comment,
Yeah,
drop a comment.
drop a comment, like the video, you know, share it. Please and please and please share this video with everyone you know. It's a very valuable video.
Yeah.
I mean, these are things we should be paying for.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be charging for.
Yeah.
Sorry. But, you know, we always give it out for free. And so just try and reward us or do your parts in this ministry or
Yeah,
you know,
by
helping us by
sharing.
sharing.
Yeah.
By sharing.
Let me give
if
you
you
a
have a
tip.
little change, you can drop super thanks as
Yeah,
well.
they're super thanks, so you know you can just say thank you with some money. I don't mind some $2. You know. All right, so this I want to give you a little tip. If you have a spouse or a partner, you know, your dating spouse who kind of needs to hear some of these things, send a video that
Just
babe,
say,
watch
let's
this
just
video. Use it
Watch from
to
beginning to the end. Though.
use it to trigger a conversation. Have you watched it? Then the person will be like, are you trying to say that I'm not teachable? Let's talk. Now let's talk.
Yeah, you know.
You can use it to trigger a conversation as well.
Yeah.
All right, so till we come your way again.
Keep loving.
And keep believing.
We are
The Stalwart Lovers.